thinking of how to grow in the current economic situation? Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be sharing with you 5 strategies for entrepreneurial growth, despite the pandemic and despite the recession. Number 1, education and training. You cannot educate enough and you cannot train enough. You need to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. The education you had thus far, did it prepare you for a turbulent economy like the one we are going through now? Look at the pandemic when it struck. Some people, all they have learned is how to grow and how to develop during a stable economy when the economy is bullish. They were never prepared for a recession or a pandemic. So you might need to go and retrain. You might need to acquire new skills. You might need to understudy people who are growing in a pandemic, who are growing in this recession-induced pandemic. I say to people, you need to be an entrepreneur such that when the economy is bullish and stable, you're able to make money. When the economy is volatile and fragile, you need to be able to make money. And even when the economy is going down, you need to be able to make money. It's not just what is selling, depending on the situation. You need to be able to make money irrespective of the climate, irrespective of the situation. So for some of you, you might need to unlearn and relearn some things so that you can be resilient and be able to develop your business. Number 2, you need a clear vision. Your vision must be clear. You cannot be wobbling here and there. You need to have a clear path. You need to look into your industry and know what works for you. So many people have been blown out of the waters because their path or vision was never really clear. Take, for example, Elon Musk was in a race of his life trying to develop a reusable rocket. Guess what? He was competing against the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon. But all the monies in the world did not deter Elon Musk. He still succeeded in developing the first reusable rocket and is ahead of the curve. So if your vision is clear, you know where you are going, your team can adequately read your clear vision. They will be able to plug in and know how their own skill set, their own unique gifting fits into your own clear vision. But that vision must be clear so that every other person can run with it. Number 3, you need manpower training. You cannot be the only smart, intelligent person in your team. You need to train your team. You need everyone to be at the cutting edge of your industry, such that when you share an idea or a vision or a strategy or a technique, everyone in your team can buy into it. They have the technical know-how. They have the strategic thinking capacity to be able to engage with what you are saying. Don't be the only smart guy in the room. It cannot just be one-man show. Don't go for all the trainings alone while you leave your team out of it. Send your team for the relevant trainings. Make them as smart as you are, so that in some cases you can even replace yourself. That's the way to grow your team. That's how to grow your business. Number 4, I say the balancing act. That's individual and collective is a balancing act. There's a temptation of, it's very good in leadership to have the collective, but also very good to celebrate the individual. You need this balancing act. Allow individuals to shine, but don't leave the collective behind, because it takes a team to deliver in terms of a company. So let the individual shine. Let people have bonus or target if they deliver on a set of deliverables for the company, for example. But don't let the collective be left out. so that they will see themselves as part of the team. If you make that balancing act very right, you'll be able to celebrate the individual, and the collective also gets celebrated as well. Finally, I'll say number 5, set a record in your industry. You know what that is for you. Set a record that makes people to pay attention to you. Set a record. Create an impression on the people that may be relevant in your team. Take, for example, Lewis Hamilton, who is now a record holder. In 2012, Toto Wolff, who was a man strategic in his approach, he wasn't so successful as a driver, but he had all the temperament and infrastructure to make a driver successful. He identified Lewis Hamilton, and he was thinking, if this guy, with the kind of impression he's given, if I can team up with him, we can do wonders. Can you imagine? Not only have they set record in Mercedes in Formula One history, Lewis Hamilton today is the highest successful driver in Formula One history. That is how to make an impression in your field. I want you to follow these 5 strategies and then look at how to apply that to your own industry. Look at how this can make you to grow in this pandemic-induced, recession-induced pandemic. So apply it, look for where there's relevant trainings you need to do, look at places where you need to develop your team, look at the balancing act which you might not have done effectively on the individual versus the collective, and set a clear vision. If you apply these 5 strategies, you can grow irrespective of the climate. If you apply these 5 strategies, you can make your team to be resilient even in a recession. So share this with your loved ones, share with people within your network, reflect on it, and mark out which one do we need to improve upon, which one are we lagging behind on. And I hope this helps you to grow. If you have not yet subscribed, there should be a link on this side. Subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on the next episode. There will be some more videos around that will be relevant for you. Watch them and go and grow your business. Bye for now.